a Pakistani national has been arrested in this, officials are calling this mysterious Iranian plot to assassinate Donald Trump. Here's a news report on that.
A Pakistani man alleged to have ties to Iran has been charged in a plot to carry out political assassinations on U.S. soil, according to the Justice Department on Tuesday, and disclosing what officials say is the latest murder-for-hire plot to target American public figures.
Now, fun little tidbits here. According to a detention memo, this man, a 46-year-old Asif merchant, spent time in Iran before flying from Pakistan to the United States in April to recruit hitmen to carry out the alleged plot. And they say the person he contacted was a confidential informant working with the FBI. So he is now charged with murder for hire. And unnamed sources told ABC News the criminal complaint does not mention Donald Trump by name. But Trump was one of the intended targets, they say. Interesting. Now they're capable of finding people who want to assassinate Donald Trump. Now they're capable of rooting these things out. And just how interesting that he just ran into this FBI source. What are the odds?
There's multiple questions, I guess I could say I have of this. For one, the assassination threat against Donald Trump specifically from Iran has been around since they took out Soleimani. There should have been an increased Secret Service presence, significantly beefed up around him ever since that. But we know that didn't happen. I don't think they even really beefed it up until really recently. So I don't really know how to take this because there is a regional war kicking off right now in the Middle East. And there are a lot of not only Democrats that want more war, but there's a lot of Republicans that want it too. There's a lot of neocons out there that want to go to war. Before I got into this, I would have not questioned this at all. I would have said, yeah, that's probably what happened. And, man, we need to go after them or something. But that's exactly what the people that want war want us to think right now. I don't know what to think about this. He just randomly contacted an FBI informant.
Yeah. Gosh, what are the odds?
Are there FBI informants in every major company all over the country? I mean, well, yeah, probably. Yeah,
actually, yes.
Yeah, probably so. But it's interesting. So I have questions over that. I also have questions in a completely different direction because they said that as part of this, they said that he had planned to set this in motion and then leave right as the attack was about to happen so that he could get out of the country so he wouldn't get rolled up on. Well, he was arrested on the 12th. What happened on the 13th?
The assassination.
I'm just saying. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I only point that out. Not that I'm not even sure if there's any there. It is suspicious, but I just want to point that out because we still don't know all the information on the shooter. We still don't. We know he had two foreign accounts.
Don't even say we don't know all the information. We don't know any information.
Yeah.
Like I could maybe give them some grace that we don't know every single detail. We don't have any.
Yeah, the only real information we've seen of his private thoughts came from the Gab CEO guy.
Yep.
That said, look, I'm just going to put this out there, but before I'm told I can't.
Yep.
He's the only one that's had the balls to put actual transparent information out there. And that is how we get conspiracy theories. When you don't have transparency, when you treat the people like they're stupid, you get riots in the UK. When you pretend it doesn't exist and just continue to let things happen, that's the kind of crap that happens. So keep your eyes on this. Who knows?
Actually, that's what we pay you to do, Jason.
That's true.
We're going to make you do it. Okay, thank you. Matt.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at this and for all the people that said that it wasn't a real assassination attempt and all that, because we had that, don't forget, we had, oh no, it was a fake thing and,
fake blood,
right. And it didn't really happen, all that. So maybe that's going to shut them up.
But you better really trust your marksman to be like, okay, so shoot me, but just graze my ear. Don't hit my brains.
And I'm gonna bring. I was saying this the other day. I'm gonna bring my hand up and I'm gonna pop this blood
Right.
It's so frustrating, especially for someone who has been in a lot of movies where they do a lot of, there's a lot of hits and all that. And you have to, it's a science where you put the cameras. There were hundreds and hundreds of people with cameras.
Well, and let's not lose sight of the fact that like a man died.
Yeah, and someone
Right?
died.
Like, it was not fake.
And also they hit the hydraulic line and all. I mean, you'd have to be the greatest stager in history. And but here's the thing. There are, I hate to tell the public, probably hundreds of Iranian agents in the United States. They don't need to have some guy come over to tell them what to do because they've already got their marching orders.
Sloppy.
It is.
Yeah, it's just sloppy.
It doesn't make sense to me at all. You know this, you've been down to the border with the amount of people that are coming over.
That's the way you do it.
Right.
That's what you do. Like, you're not going to... hang on, I'm a Pakistani guy, right? So, we already know we got to watch you. And then you're going to go to Iran, which we're certainly going to watch you from Iran. Then we're going to come into the United States. And then you just happen to speak to... I mean, come on.
I know. He lands at the airport, goes to TSA and goes, "Oh yeah, that's an Iranian visa. Don't worry about it. Like, a lot of people have Iranian visas. Don't put me on a list, for crying out loud. I'm calling my FBI informant now. Did I tell you that? Oh, I'm not supposed to say that right now. Shut up. Come on.
I mean, you'd be better off saying, we did a sting, we arrested a bunch of Iranians that were plotting to kill, politicians in America. I don't know about you, but I'm anticipating that at any point.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm actually anticipating them killing a lot of people at any point. The moment we get a war with Iran, which, by the way, I don't want to do, I don't think anyone around this table wants to do or wants anything to do with, is we're going to see these cells be activated, and it's not going to be pleasant, but it's not going to be politicians they're going to hit. It's going to be schools. It's going to be shopping centers. It's going to be...
Yeah.
I will
Last word,
say,
real quick.
so we're in a very dangerous point right now where there is chaos everywhere. We have regional wars in Europe. We have a regional war in the Middle East. What's left? Asia. I mean, that you have to be critically thinking on all of these things and asking questions. Don't just run off as someone starts beating war drums. Do not do that, because it's both sides.
Right.
Both sides are ready to run off to every single war. I mean, we ended... Sorry, I know you said the last word.
Said quickly, Jason.
We ended a war in Afghanistan. We had been at war for over 20 years. What did they do? Immediately jumped into another war.
Yeah.
That's what these people want.
Yeah.
Ask questions.